And hello YouTube, this is Thomas Judge, back once again, and this time I'm doing something which I didn't think I was going to do, to be honest. I am going to do a hardcover by hardcover review of the entire Valiant universe. Now what you can see here is my oversized hardcovers as part of my collection. I have pretty much every single oversized hardcover that Valiant have made. There's a second shot for them down here, as you can see, and I'm planning on reading all of them. Now, like a lot of people, I know a lot of people in my comments are like this, I own all these because they look amazing, but I haven't actually read any. I think I've read Harbinger Volume 1, and I think I may have read Quantum and Woody Volume 1, I think, a while ago, but the rest of them I just kept on collecting, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I know a lot of people have done that with series where there are really nice hardcover oversized formats like this. I've done the exact same thing with my DC Rebirth as well, where I have all the hardcovers and have yet to really dive into reading those in any kind of systematic way. So what we have here are all the hardcovers, barring the ones that are double dips, and as a result this is the entire Valiant universe. Now I say that, if you've been watching my channel you'll know that I've actually done another short series maybe a year or two ago about Valiant hardcovers, talking specifically about the deluxe editions. And when I was talking about the deluxe editions, what I did is I kind of talked through all the different reading guides that are out there. Because there are reading guides that are doing it issue by issue, there are ones that are doing it trade paperback by trade paperback, and there are ones doing it by deluxe hardcover by deluxe hardcover. So for example, one of the ones that I found and printed out was this one. It's something I just found on the internet on a different YouTube channel. Apparently it's quite a good one. It's obviously not completely up to date because this is a couple of years old, but this is one that I was thinking of going by. As well as that, on that channel I talk about the different oversized deluxe editions which is worth not buying because they're just pure double dips with existing issues. So for example, I have Armor Hunters here, but as a result of having Armor Hunters here, I have Exo Manowar 2 here, and then I have Exo Manowar 4 here. But Exo Manowar 3 is in its entirety included in that. So there's no need to buy Exo Manowar 3 if you don't want it because it's a double dip. And there's a few other examples of similar sorts of things here. So for example, Faith double dips with a much smaller Faith hardcover that released as well. But there's this other video series that I've done, which is 3 or 4 videos long. None of it is actually about having read the comics, it's just about the research that I did and what I found out about them. And that one talks through which hardcovers I have, or which ones are double dips, or which ones to avoid, and so on and so forth, as well as the different reading guides. It only goes so far because since then these have all come out, which is the second part of Exo Manowar, Harbinger Wars 2, Shadowman 2018, the Livewire series, and the Bloodshot 2019 series drawn by Brett Booth. This era here, which are just the white covers, is what I, in my own mind, consider to be the DMG era. So what we have here is the Dinesh era, ever since 2012, when Valiant relaunched Out of the Ashes, all the way through to around about here, and then this is when Dinesh left, I think round about after Imperium, and then we started getting, well, what I suspect is quite a tonal difference in the comics, although I say that, I haven't read them. So what I thought I'd do is I'll start reading them, to be honest, because I own them all and I keep on buying them, and I actually don't know like what they're about and how good they are. I just fallen into that collector's trap of they look awesome, I love collecting stuff, that's it, I'm going to buy some. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start from now reading one of these a week, doing like a little video review of what they're like, what I think of it, and then posting that every single week. And that's probably going to be, looking at this, for most of the year. I've got like 40 odd here, there's going to be more coming out, so maybe that'll cover me for 10, 11 months or something. And then at the end of it, I think what I'm probably going to do is actually make my own reading guide. It might look like this, it might look completely different, I don't know. I've gone online and I've looked for new up-to-date reading guides, and to be honest, there are loads of reading guides for Valiant comics. There's reading guides of doing it by deluxe edition, or by doing it thematically by line, by doing it by single issue, by hardcover, by all sorts of things. And to be honest, I don't know which one the definitive way to do it is. They're all so different and they all approach it so differently that I honestly don't know where to start. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to do it as if those other reading guides don't exist. I'm just going to work it out for myself because that's really kind of how I roll anyway. So with that in mind, whilst initially I had thought, oh, I'll start with Harbinger, and then Bloodshot, and then read Harbinger Wars. But then, alternatively, I thought maybe I should start with Exo Manowar. Everyone always talks about how that's the key kind of flagship central title for Valiant. But you know what? I was kind of looking through and I thought, I'll just start wherever the hell I want. And as a result, I am going to start with Divinity, the complete trilogy. I don't know what it's about. I don't know whether it's a good place to start or not, but the hell with it. I don't mind making these mistakes so I can make a better reading guide so you guys don't have to make these mistakes. And that's what I think I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, just throwing this video up there so you guys can see what the plan is, what my current collection looks like. I think by the time I get to actually posting up the later videos, I should definitely have a few more. I know I've already pre-ordered the Rye by Dan Abnett hardcover, which collects both Rye and the miniseries Fallen World, and there may be a few others as well. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read one of these and I'm going to post a review of it. I'll do that every week, and I'm going to call it Valiant to the Last, which, I don't know, is a name that just tickles me. Why not? One thing I'll point out is there are some issues of Valiant that aren't collected in these hardcovers, and what I'm going to do is just read those as well, and then I'll talk about those in the videos. And just see, and who knows, if they are essential or I do really like them, maybe I'll get some custom comics printed and bound specifically for that. Alright guys, that's all. Introduction video. Next video in this series will be video 1, which will be talking about specifically Divinity. Hopefully that's not a ridiculous place to start, but if it does turn out to be a ridiculous place to start, well, we'll find out. Alright, until next time everyone, stay classy.
Alright, thanks for watching everybody. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, please follow me on Twitter at @IamThomasJudge, where I will post a daily review of whatever comics I've been reading. You can get an idea of what I'm up to on the channel. And as always, please support the channel by heading over to Amazon.com and checking out my prose novel about superheroes. It's a completely original piece of work. The first episode in it is called Arrivals, and the series as a whole is called No Gods or Kings. You can find an excerpt of that on my website, nogodsorkings.com. Until next time, everybody, stay classy.